Hi guys, it's Andrew here from Eastonmade Wood Splitters, and welcome back to the Eastonmade channel. I have got the best processor, best entry-level processor you're going to find on the market by far. This thing punches well above its weight class, like drastically above its weight class. Like this is the Eastonmade Evo. This is the evolution of firewood processors right here. This our little guy. It's a bar saw unit. It's incredibly affordable. It's built like a tank. It's simple. It's easy to run, and this thing performs. This is probably the fastest little processor you're gonna find like this, and it's built to last. This isn't chintzy, cheesy junk. This is a good processor. You're gonna love it. There's lots of options on it. It's one of those things, guys, we've wanted to get this out for quite a while. This has been a long time coming for us. This is a machine I wanted to build for a long time. We were hoping to have it done earlier in the fall. We had it contracted out to had the hydraulic system contracted out to a company there, and they did a pretty good job on it, but it was more than we wanted. It was more complex than we wanted it. So we went right back to the basics on this thing. This is as rudimentary of a firewood processor as you're gonna get, but it's built heavy and it's built to last. If you've ever worked around a firewood processor before, or with wood, or with logs, you know that they are incredibly hard. Wood's hard on things, so it has to be built tough. Like every other machine with this size of footprint weighs in at around 4,000, between 4,000 and 5,000 pounds. Most of them are. This thing's 7,500 pounds. Think of that for a second. That's 50% heavier than the next heaviest machine in that class. Yeah, you know, it's a little bit heavier to tow, move around, but the difference is the steel in it. The durability of this machine. If the other guys were running something that was an eighth of an inch plate, we're running a quarter. If it was a quarter, we're running half inch. We want to make sure this thing is heavy, it's built to last, it's gonna serve you guys well. And as you can see, it's just basic controls on it, guys. Like they're all completely sealed valves in here. Like they're nice joystick controls. They're completely sealed valves. We're not running those hokey valves with the linkages and stuff on. We don't do that. This is a proper valve setup. They're just built a lot better. They're gonna last a lot better for you. We have a one. This is pretty cool, actually. This is pretty genius. It's a one-handed auto cycle. You pull the one lever, there's your auto cycle. That was a bit of a head scratcher for me and Gage to figure that out, but it works awesome. It's a one-handed auto cycle, which nobody else has. It's a pretty simple, pretty basic setup the way we have, but it works well. Right now we're running the 20-ton cylinder in this thing. This thing is down and back in around 3 seconds. That is 20-ton cylinder, 3 seconds down and back. You hardly have enough time to put another log there to cut it. You're not waiting on the splitter. This thing is incredibly fast. With the 30-ton option and the gas, you're looking at a 5-second cycle on it. If you bump up into the diesel, we're gonna put a 74 horsepower diesel on this, because the 74 horse is actually less money than what the 49 horsepower is. There's like $500 difference in them, and the 74 is cheaper. So we're just gonna go ahead and put the 74 on this. We're gonna get a pump to suit it. The splitter speed on this, on the diesel unit, it's gonna be 30 tons, 2 seconds. I hope I didn't stutter or mumble. I said 30 tons, 2 seconds with the diesel option. The cut speed on the diesel is gonna be about 60% faster than this. This was that was kind of the we opened up Pandora's box with this. We had a whole pile of different parts kicking around here from other projects, and we swapped them in and out. This thing cuts like hell. The big one will cut even faster. Knowing what we know now, if you order the diesel unit in this thing's gonna be nuts. It's really gonna fly. It's gonna haul ass for you. Adjustable quick change wedge pulls in and out. We have the top plate on it, so wood won't flip back into it. This is running the 6-way wedge, and you can look at the back end here too. This is really critical, guys. If you've seen any of these little processors, the sides are normally squared off like that, and they're really tight. So the wood will always bind up in those types of machines. With this here, you split the piece of wood, more often than not, it'll fall out of the wedge onto the conveyor and up the conveyor, and it's gonna save you from bending, busting, and jamming things up. It's a world of difference, guys. Like the simple little stuff like that on one of these processors is what to pay attention to, because that is the time that you're gonna lose during the day. Every machine will cut, split the wood. It's the time you spend screwing around with this simple, stupid stuff like that. This right now has this silly little flag on it. I hate that thing. We're not gonna run that. It's almost, to run this and get any performance out of it with one of those flags on it is terrible. Gage has got a actual hydraulic log stop drawn up for it. So if you buy a production unit of this, it will have a hydraulic log stop, solid, bump it up against it. You know it's exactly 16 inches every time. You don't need to hunt for it. That is the most cumbersome part of running this machine the way it is right now. And I don't like it, so I'm sure you won't like it either. So I'm gonna make sure that it has a proper hydraulic log stop on it, just like every other processor should. So you're not gonna see that silly goofy little flag on there. It's gonna be coming off. We've got I think the bar oil tank is 8 gallons, so it holds quite a bit of bar oil. You can see this is a heavy live deck on this. Like this is very similar to our big machines. Well, actually the exact same, it's just a little bit shorter to make it a little more compact. But like, we're running 81X chain on here. We're not running rinky dink little junky chain on it. We're running proper chain. It's a big heavy axle on it with brakes on it. The deck is all hydraulic lift. The infeed on this is 12 feet. You're gonna put a log up to about 20 feet onto it, in around there. A spindle hitch on it, a couple of jacks on the front here. This is the same trough we run on the 40C. This trough is absolutely amazing. Again, guys, if you're looking at a processor of this size, that's where you're going to lose the time, is feeding the logs into the saw. If you get a little crook in and you just have a little wee rinky dink tooth on there, it's not going to pull the wood in. You get some ice on it, whatever, it's not going to draw the wood, and that's where you're going to lose your time all day, every day. If you're running not perfect pulls through it, this thing will still grab hold and eat that thing up. But you can see this one here, that's got a pretty big banana end. That's a crooked piece of wood. So when I run this thing probably on the next video, check that out. Check that log out going through there. I'll maybe put a little bit of I'll show that log going through in this video, just for fun, so I can emphasize how important that is. There's some machines out there that have like a drive roll on the top of it. That's fantastic, guys. Wonderful. You still gotta get the log to the roller. It still has to get to the saw. So ultimately, yeah, you know what, it's a great idea in concept, but it's still gotta get there. It just is what it is, guys. There's a 25-gallon fuel tank on it for the gas and diesel version. This is a 40 horsepower Vanguard engine on it. We got a triple pump on it. There is a proper oil cooler. There's a 55-gallon hydraulic tank in here. There's a bent Axis piston motor on this for the saw. Again, a lot of companies will run a gear motor on this. Sure, they work. This is a proper motor. This is the exact same motor that you're gonna see on a big harvester head on a feller buncher. The exact same motor. So there's that. You can see the actual log clamp here. That's as heavy duty as you're gonna get. A lot of these things, I don't know about the bushings in here. Like all these bushings are all hardened on ours. The pin's locked in. Every single pivot has a proper bushing in it. And then the log clamp, you can see that if you run a log into that, you're not gonna bend it. It's not gonna bend, it's not gonna break on you. If you look at the other ones, it's just a bent piece of steel. And it's just rinky-dink. Rinky-dink is the word of the day, because I've been so hesitant to build one of these machines. I hate building stuff that's light. I don't want to do that, guys. I want to build you a machine that works really well. With the systems we have in place now, and the way that we are producing things, we can come in and be incredibly competitive on this machine. If you check out the price on this, This is probably on par, if not a little less expensive than any of the competitors right now, which is absolutely amazing and incredible. So just that's what we got here, guys. That is like I said, that is a lot of machine. I am just tickled pink with how this thing turned out. This thing sells for less than a pickup truck, less than a half ton, and you can buy this machine that's going to hold its value, that's going to produce for you, give your guys something to do through the winter, give you something to do through the winter for less than the cost of a half ton. Why would you buy another half ton? Buy a Firewood processor, make some money. You're silly to buy another pickup truck. If you buy that other pickup truck, you know what? Tomorrow, you drive it off the lot, you lost 20 grand on it. This thing here is going to hold its value. And it's going to run and produce and make money for you, and it's going to be probably one of the best investments you're going to make is buying one of these machines. And again, guys, mine or somebody else's, on that note, it's going to be the same. If you buy a little processor like this, it's going to make you a pile of money. It's a small investment for what it produces and how much more efficient it makes you. Yeah, and that's the 16-foot attached conveyor. It does pivot on the bottom here, so it swings back and forth. That is an option on it. We have a couple of different options for conveyors. We don't price a machine with a conveyor just because we do have several different options depending on what you guys are going to do with it, how you guys want it set up, and what's going to work best for you guys. So that's why we don't price our machines with a conveyor, because we want to make sure that the machine is going to work for you. Anyways, guys, that's all the excitement I got for today. I'll show you a quick video of that one crooked log going through there just so I can show you how the Infeed works on this thing. And I really hope you guys have a great day. If you guys have any questions about this, give us a call. Right now we're about 6 to 8 weeks to get you one of these, so the delivery time on it's pretty quick. We have spots open up for shows. If you want to pick one of these things up at a show and save the freight, you can do that too. Anyways, guys, thank you for all the support. Thanks for all the encouragement. Thank you for watching the video. I can't say thank you enough to you. So anyways, I hope to see you guys in the next one. Take care.